7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Otis, you crazy mother...
Hey everybody, what's up? What's up, what's up? It's a KSP stream. Ah! Hello everybody, Charlie here, welcome back to Conquering Kerbal Space Program Brainstorming streams. Yes, we're doing the brainstorming thing again. Let me get into this thing really quick. I can hear the birds chirping. That's a good thing, right? You guys know you love that song. Every time you hear that song, you know. Well, maybe you hear it twice. I don't know. Every time you hear that song, you know we're about ready to start. I'm gonna reveal what's behind the closed doors. Right? You get it. You get it. Overhyped, I know. I'm sorry. Hello, Elias, how are you? Jonathan Parsons, yo. Krios, Aboose. Hello. Michael Petramali, good to see you. Mr. Calvini, good to see you as well. Alex, yeah. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Alex. Crazy Man says I'm overhyped. I believe you. I agree. Welcome back to some brainstorming streams. I've got a couple of things I want to take care of today, and I thought I'd get you guys in on it. Now, you can see the description. Maybe you read the description, maybe you don't. I don't know if that's your thing or not, but if you read it, top line says some portions of this stream, the camera won't be here, the little fancy pop-up things that happen when people do subscriptions and super chats and all that stuff will go away. There's going to be a good portion of this where there's no face cam. And that's because I actually intend on recording a lot of this to use it into an episode as well. Because I kind of regret not recording some of the processes from our last brainstorming stream because I think like a lot of that stuff was actually pretty good. And, you know, it was good for live, but it would have been good for a video too. So I'm going to kind of maybe look at, you know, doing some of this being recorded if possible. But anyway, let's go to, I don't know if it's actually saved in the spaceplane hangar. I need to check it out to see if it's actually saved in the spaceplane hangar first. But I want to get started on the power generator, the power module for the base. I want to get started on and get rolling on getting that up to the base and getting that going. I also I need to send up another tank that I'm missing. There's a few things I want to take care of here. So let me see if my power conduit... This actually looks pretty close. Nope, not this one. I want to see if I actually saved my power unit, and it doesn't look like I did. Which is really sad. Is the full base demo anywhere? Doesn't look like the full base demo is anywhere either. Unfortunate. But that is the reason why we're doing this, is because I need to probably build it again. What's this? Let me see if this is it. I don't think it is. I think this is a rocket. Okay, it's not a rocket. This is the very simple, crude version that I was going to have before, that I no longer am going to have. So... 15 people here now. Oh, I anticipate many more are coming. Mr. Abraham has just joined. Welcome to my stream. Thank you very much for joining me. The Clean Said Kid. Is that how you say your name? I probably messed that up. I'm sorry. Thank you for joining me on my stream. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is going to start the whole base for this power module. And I want to see, first off, I want to build it, but I also want to see how many resources it's going to take to build it, because that's the big thing, is how many resources is it going to take to build what I need to build. So let's get started here really quick. I'm just looking at something really, yep. Mateus is here, welcome. Dark Hermit's here, oh my, yeah. Let's take, this should have a lot less lag hopefully today too. So yeah, spoilers? I don't think there's spoilers here. I think there's... Charlie's late. I started early. Thank you very much. I started early, okay? I scheduled this for 3:30, and I was live at 2:28, I think. So there's, if you haven't read the comments yet, or you haven't read the description yet, please at least read the first sentence in the description so you know when the camera goes away, I'm planning on recording some things. Kind of like right now. So anyway, yeah. What we're going to do today is I'm going to be building the power module first. I need to design the power module. And that's going to start with a big, like, semi-half circle tank kind of thing. So let me just get this going here, making sure I'm recording here. It looks like I am. Well, if I'm not, then whatever. I have my primary gaming window. I can bring this back for a second. My primary gaming window has to be set to 1440p in order to play KSP. Because if I put it at 4K, the interfaces and stuff look terrible. So I put it at 1440p, but my other monitor is at 4K still. And so all my windows, for whatever reason, are like really weirdly scaled. And I can tell that I'm streaming, but I can't tell if I'm recording, which is kind of a really bad thing. But I'm going to assume that I am because the button says stop and not start, which tells me that it's already started. So yeah, okay, here we go. Anyway. We're going to start with one of these half tanks. I kind of want to do... I thought about doing the L2 because it's massive. And it makes a really big base for everything to sit on. But I'm kind of thinking this is a bit overkill. It can also double as fuel storage as well, which is another reason why I'm attracted to it. It can hold a lot of fuel. So, I mean, I'm kind of attracted to this because of that. If I was to go to the M... If I was to go to the M instead of the L, then I get something that's this big. And I'm kind of thinking that's too small. You know? So, yeah. Krios says the chat is broken for him, but then he continues to chat. Oh, that fixed it. Got it. Okay, let's get... God, what do I want here? Probably batteries. I think I need a whole bunch of batteries here. This already is 10.8K, so there's no way I can build this. There's just no way I can build this. I think I'm going to need to bring up a smaller version and then upgrade. I think that's how I'm going to have to do this, because this already is so incredibly expensive. It's 10.8K. I don't want it to be full, though. Can I get away with it being... Nah, it's going to be the same. That's what I thought. Let's just see, though. Let's just play. I have 13,000 material kits on the base, so if I can do this under 13K, then okay. I doubt it, but let's just see. Electrical, and I want to get, I think, the really big batteries. The 12Ks? No, I need the 10Ks. Yep, these big ones here. And yeah, that used 1,000 material kits for that, so we're going to be... no, I didn't use 1,000. But we're pretty much over our limit now, and that's about how much I wanted. So, thinking probably not here. Your internet's shit today. I'm sorry about that, man. The lowest peasant will control the peasants. That makes no... That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so... I think I need to build something so that I can upgrade to something else. So I'm going to have to go with a smaller version of this, unfortunately, because I just don't have enough material kits on the surface yet to do it. And I need the power in order to produce things. And I also need radiators to help cool the things down for efficiency. So I still need one up there before I can build the big one that's going to be permanent. So let's start with an M2. Is this? Oh, this is much better. Yeah, see, this is only 1,000. So it's a lot smaller, but we can make this work. I think we can make this work. Let's raise it up just a little bit. I want to get probably the 12K batteries now. Those will fit, right? Yeah, let's get, how about 2 of those? That's good for temporary means, right? Why am I zooming in? Oh, I gotta hold shift, right? Let's get more likes. I agree. There's 21 people watching right now. We should have more likes. All right. We're going to take... I'm going to leave this the way it is. I don't like the base. I feel like it should be wider, but this is not the finalized version. So what I need really is I need a structural element that kind of brings it up and makes it look nice. So how's bouts we get one of these bad boys. Oh yeah. Now that looks sweet. I'm liking the way that looks. Then we can raise up a beam, which looks pretty good too. It's a lot of parts, but the only other alternative I have is a different style of component, and it doesn't look as good, in my opinion. This is a 5 meter, which doesn't look as good. And then there is a 10 meter somewhere here. And like that's one part taking the place of the height of 3 parts, but it doesn't look as good. I like the way I like the way this looks. I'm gonna keep it. I'm actually just gonna do 2. I'm not gonna do 3. So this temporary one is fine. We'll just do 2. What I need from it then, I'm hoping this doesn't go over 13K on the resources here. I actually need it to be, less than that because I have to put up a tank as well. We all like you, Charlie. Ah, Ian, thank you. Make sure you give a like on the video, too. You got to earn the likes. Likes ain't free. Okay, Elias. I'm hoping to earn them today, right? I'm hoping. We'll see. I'm going to get to work here instead of jabbing my mouth off here. So, I don't need any more batteries. What I need is a solar array. I'm thinking I need 2 of them. That makes sense. Put them up as high as we can. Right about there should work. Are these the ones that can only... Okay, these can retract later. Good. Honestly, I think these are probably fine. I think they're fine. I just need to be able to power every drill, like constantly. And I'm not convinced this is going to be enough power. This would be enough power, but I think these might be too big. Let's see. You know what? Actually... Those are good. Those will work just fine, I think. Yeah, those will work just fine. Now, these can only be retracted in the editor, though. So I'm going to have to make sure they're in good position before I let them go. Let's rotate them a bit. They're up about like this. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Cool. And now we need radiators to keep everything cool. So we're at 3.8K right now. So let's go thermal. And I'm thinking probably... Yeah, that's my worry. That's my worry. Is that this isn't high enough because the radiators... I'm not sure I need this many radiators. This is only a temporary one, right? So I'm going to go with no on that and go back to go to the mediums. Maybe 2 mediums. For the space... I think it makes more sense to go 2 mediums, doesn't it? Woo. Really close. That is tight. That's tight, but you know what? It works. It is going to work. It's not going to clash or cling to anything, so we're going to keep it just like that. Okay. So, we've got a fuel tank to hold some fuel. We've got a big battery. We've got a way to charge those batteries. We've got a way to get rid of the heat on the base. Now, let's make sure we have a way to connect it all. And I like putting CCR2 ports right in this little thing because I think it looks good. I think it looks like it's the right place to put it, you know? So, let's grab... utility, right? Yeah. Let's grab right here. Make sure this is on... yeah, that's what I thought. Not the right symmetry mode. Back away. Nope. It's still doing it radially. Why? You should be like this. Yeah. It's better. Okay, good. Let's make this go in just a little bit. Because of the way it's skinned, it kind of looks like it's sticking up and it's not quite into it, which I would like to maybe alter that and change that a bit. So Hit the wrong button. That was good. It'll be okay. Kind of sink that down in there like this. Maybe give it a bit of a rotation too. Why not? I think that'll work just fine. So 2 CCR2 ports on the tank. We're going to use this to connect it to the base. And I think I want to have it be a little bit easier to move around because even though we had that pusher craft from the last stream, we had that rover that pushes things. Even though we have that, I'm thinking I probably want this thing to be able to move itself at least a little bit better. So how about we put... It's a temporary thing. We can always break it down later. Let's put... maybe a claw. I don't think I want a claw, though. How do I want to do this? I don't want to do it the same way I did it on Kerbin. You know, I might have to, though. What if I just did it with a claw? Let's just see. If I do the claw, like... maybe like this. No, not symmetry. I don't need that. If I do this... it's going to look stupid. For a little bit. At least for a little bit, it's going to look stupid. But my hope is that it solves the problem. Then we can just break it down, and it won't matter how stupid it looks anymore, right? So if we do this... we should be able to take our rover and ram it right into this thing, right? I think so, anyway. David Mojica, thank you for the sub. Yeah. You're not going to see the pop-up on the screen, even though it's still somehow playing the audio for it. I didn't know that was going to do that, so whoops. If you're wondering where the Facecam is, you're wondering what's going on with that, see the first sentence in the description down below. You'll know why. Okay, so I think if I just put this on here, we can take the rover and just ram it into this, and it'll connect. I think that's how I want to play this. So now we still need wheels on the bottom of this thing to move it around. So how about we take some structural stuff? And we'll take like maybe a 3x3. Is it too big? Not big enough. All right, a 4x4 then. I need the bigger ones. Where's the bigger... this one. An 8x8? That seems like it's excessive. That's a bit excessive. 4x4 ought to do it then. Yes, a 4x4 works wonderfully. Works perfectly. So we'll take this. We'll put some wheels on this. These wheels ought to do it just fine, actually. Symmetry mode is proper. No. Doesn't appear to be. Now it's proper. So put these wheels here. Let's get a good look at where this is on the grid. Right about there. Oh, well, if it doesn't skip when I try to click. Right about there. So that is how we're going to transport this thing around. So we build this on the surface. It's going to cost us 5.1 thousand kilonewtons. Or kilonewtons. Oh, it's going to be a long day. I just know it. 5.178 thousand material kits. 342 specialized parts. Pretty good. Dung Mai, hi. Welcome to the stream. Actually, hello. Goodo says, hi, guys. Hi there. Welcome to my stream. Maxwell Porter, good to see ya. Okay. Niels is here as well. I think this is good for now. This is a temporary power supply for the Minmus base. It's temporary. The finalized one is going to be bigger than this. It's basically the same concept, except the tank will be larger. There will be more battery power capacity. There will be better heat dispersion, and there will be more power generation, as well as the finalized version will use fuel cells as well. And this one, I don't think I'm going to use fuel cells. I could. You know, I could. I could use fuel cells. I forgot what category those were even found in, though. Is it electrical? Yeah. I could use the fuel cell arrays, right? If I brought, like, a couple with me. Something like this. I just don't think they're necessary in this. But I think, just to be safe, I'm going to bring just 2. Because the fuel cells will drain liquid fuel and oxidizer, but they generate 18 electric charge per second each. So this is 36 charge per second, and that's going to be at night, which means our energy at night is going to be reduced slower. It'll still be reduced, but it's going to go a lot slower with these on there. And it doesn't use that much power. And it only runs the fuel cells. I think it only runs the fuel cells when it has to. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now we know each other's names. Well, I don't know your whole name, but you don't know my whole name. Oh. Okay, so anyway, I think this is good. It's going to be 5.562 thousand. Are you sure those new wheels won't pop? I don't think they will. I don't see why they would. I don't see why they would pop. Okay. Niels thinks my full name is Charlie. That's cute. He doesn't think it's a stage name. That's awesome. All right. Niels Horlings. You said it was Niels earlier. Horlings. Is that your real name? Is that your real name? You guys think it is. You guys think it's Charlie Pryor. That's really awesome. Keep thinking that, guys. It's good. KSC ground-based demo. And I think I'm going to make this be Minmus base power. Temp for now. Power temp. Let's do MBP temp. Because that'll Minmus base power temporary. Now everything is getting mixed up. I don't need to know everyone's full name. I just need to know how to say hi to you when you're here and bye to you when you're not. I think this is good. So let's save this. And now we want to build this on the surface of Minmus, right? So let's go back up to Minmus. So how's your guys' day going so far? You guys doing good? Everyone doing good? Everyone doing good here, hopefully. I hope so. Let's go to the tracking station. That's my glass of water, which no longer has water in it. Makes me sad. It's pronounced Niels for you. You don't know my full name. But we'll say you do, but you don't. Okay, how about we go... We'll just go with it. We'll say my full name is Charlie Pryor. We'll go with that. Let's just say that is. It's totally not something I have just for online. Totally not. At all. Minmus ground base. Go. Let's go back to the ground base. Is the surname Hot Tips? That would be a really strange name, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be strange? Have a Hot Tips as a surname? I don't think so. I don't know. Saying bye to people who aren't here. Yeah, you know, that doesn't actually make sense. Actually, that doesn't actually make sense. It's going to be very difficult to actually... Well, I did it again. Why do you have your name being actually? It's impossible to talk with you without like using your name over and over again. My gosh, I can't clear my throat in time. Okay. We're back, and we're recording. Yes, we are. So if you remember at the end of the last brainstorming stream, what did we do, right? We got this thingy pushed over towards the base a bit more, so it's closer to the base. We did that by building this little rover thing. And we basically just kind of lined this thing up. It's got a nice little plate in the front of it. We lined it up with the back of this thing. We went forward, fired the rocket, gave us enough momentum to push this into position. And then we hooked it all up with the CCR2 ports. That's what we did in the last stream. And then once this was in position and we had all this stuff like working and it was all hooked up and ready to rock, then we disassembled this craft over here. But when we disassembled this craft, we needed a place to store the KIS stuff. So then we built this as a replacement and put all the stuff in there, transferred all the resources out of us, and then broke it all down. So there you go. I'm 5'10". Yeah, that is true. That is true. I am 5'10". You got me. You win. Game over. GG, everyone. I win. You win. All right, so this is ore. This is this. What we need to do is build something else now. So if I go to EL, there's no sites found. Right, so we need to put a stake in the ground. To do that, I need Shane. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, I can't put a stake in the ground because there is no hammer anymore. We don't have a hammer because we lost the hammer. Yeah, that's the problem. We lost the freaking hammer. So how do we even build that? We got to send up a rocket to send the hammer up. I have to ship something. I have to send a rocket to Minmus just to get a hammer. Because we don't have a stake. I don't have a stake in the ground anymore. Damn it. That sucks. Ugh. Charlie tip shot Illuminati confirmed. Okay, well. It looks to me like we're going to have to... We're going to have to send a rocket up just to get the stupid thing. Because I don't think I can find it anywhere. Let's see if it's in here by chance. By some miracle chance. Is it in here? Oh, I'm already EV8. Hold on, board. Board. Is there anything in anyone's inventory here? You've got stakes. I know you have a stake, but you don't have a hammer. I need you to have the hammer. And you don't have a hammer. Shane, no hammer. John, no hammer. Who else is in here? Got Andrew, no hammer. And we've got Harvey, who has no hammer. So there's no hammers. Fantastic. Okay, back to the Space Center. No, you can use a container in the VAB and a spaceplane hangar to put what you need in there and build it on Minmus. Yes, that's correct. I could do that if I already had a stake in the ground. I do not have a stake in the ground. So since I don't already have a stake, I can't build anything. I have to have the stake in order to build something. I have to have a build site first. Since I don't have a stake in the ground anymore because I'm dumb and I took it out of the ground, I gave it to Kit. Kit's holding the stake that I had in the ground because I'm an idiot. The thing is, though, I brought 2 hammers with me, and there's a thing that I wasn't really quite aware of where if your Kerbal has inventory and you go inside an inflatable module, in this case, the habitation unit, the workshop, whatever, if you go into an inflatable module, you lose whatever's in that Kerbal's inventory. It's gone. I didn't know that. So I lost the hammers. And so now I have to send some really small, dinky, interplanetary hammer delivery. Yeah, yeah. I have to go up into space just to deliver a damn hammer. And you know I'm going to be delivering a lot of hammers. We're going to have a lot more than just a couple of hammers delivered here, folks. Not having this happen again. Let's use this probe core. We'll go to KIS. We'll have this be on the top of it. Yep. Go to EVA items. Find... I don't think I need any more CCR2s. We could set up the ground... We could set up the surface science experiments, actually. I have never done the surface science yet. We could bring those up. We have the SEP Central Station here. We have... Okay, hang on. Let's record this, because I want to make sure I incorporate this into it. Okay, we'll use this probe core. Then we'll go and grab this on the top. And then inside this, I want to put EV items. We're going to do the SCP control station, the SCP port attachment tool. We're going to bring the SCP power extender, the power splitter, the power station. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff for this thing. SCP structural girder. We'll have the surface gravimeter, whatever that's called. This one is for magnetic fields, and it is good out of the atmosphere. Good. This one... I like the description of this part. A rather novel design. This device is designed to measure exactly how down the down on planets are. I like it. We've got the passive seismic experiment, which works out of atmosphere. Good. One of these only works in... This one right here. It's the wind spectrometer. It's only going to work in the atmosphere. I think. I would imagine, unless I can get actual... Oh, this measures... Sorry, this measures solar wind. Okay, never mind. Got that. Heat probe. I think this works, yes. Is it weather station then? Does not run in a vacuum. That's what this one is. Okay, so we don't need the weather station with this. I think that's all of it. We're going to need a whole bunch of these transfer... Oh, man. All right, goodbye. Not going to be big enough. We can keep the probe. But we're going to need a bigger container if I want to bring all this stuff up, so... How about we... You know what? No. I can build stuff. I can build all those things and build them on the surface. So no, we're not gonna bring those up. Stick to the plan. Stick to le plan. Put that there. And inside, excuse me. Wow. Can't hardly talk today. My voice is gonna go away. Where is the hammer? It's called a mallet. There it is. All right, let's put a whole bunch of these mallets, because if you don't have these, you can't get anything else. Why am I bringing it all the way like that when I could have this up closer? I don't know. Might as well bring them all. It's not like it adds a ton of weight. And yeah, we're just gonna bring a ton of mallets up here because wow, that's good. A structural burger? No. Where's my hammer? Yep, we need hammers. Okay, so that's a lot of hammers. We're gonna be good with that. Now I just need to get this up to Minmus, so which means I'm gonna need... Well, we're going to need 4,000 to get into the atmosphere, and probably another 900 to get to transfer, another 150 or so to get captured, and then probably another 350 or so to get down to the surface. So, a whole lot of Delta V for this tiny payload. It'll still work, though. I have confidence that it'll work. I'm going to do this. Let's get this. Not this. This. No. Which one is it? It's not this one. It's the little... It's down here now. Okay. I thought it was somewhere else. Maybe I can deliver a really, really tiny payload. I don't need this. I can use this as my ascent stage. Let's we're gonna need communication. We know that. Could put a little 16 on the side here like this. Tilt it up like that. Zoom in. Thank you. I need to go just a little bit less extreme on that. There we go. Man, you guys are just chatting away in there. I can see ya. Don't worry. Just because I don't respond doesn't mean and I don't see ya. Also, Nightbots is doing his job. I can see that. Remember, antennas are combinable. Nope. No, they're not. Not with the mod set and the settings that I have in place. No, they're not. So, let's take mod sets. Down, 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 down. I think just a little tank like this will work. I think. Yeah, we're using remote tech here. We're not using the stock. We're not using the stock communication system. This is all remote tech, and the settings for remote tech are. Well, they're. I think I went over them in the very first episode of Conquering Kerbal Space Program, but there's a chance that I didn't, and it's also been a long time since that episode, so totally forgiven if you don't know. It's fine. Let's go down. But essentially, antennas don't combine. You have the range of your furthest reached antenna for that particular type, as long as that antenna is pointing directly at what you want it to point at. So it's pretty specific. It's as realistic as we can go with remote tech, I think. What about this ant? Is ant a good thing to have on here? It's an engine for ants. That actually gives me a considerable amount of delta V, which is actually like really kind of cool. Here. Foxy to Pryor, your rockets look like a hammer. You got that, huh? Yeah, it does. That's good. I actually didn't get that, so I'm glad that my rockets that's going to be delivering hammers looks like a hammer. That's great. It's excellent news. It totally does. I'm looking for a particular engine here, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Not the one I'm looking for, anyway. Is it the Beagle? No, that's too big. It's not the Terrier. I don't want the Shiba because it's so expensive. I don't want the Shiba because of how expensive it is. But it does give me a ton of delta V. So it might be the way to go. I think it probably is. Makes the most sense to me. Okay, we're going to take the Shiba then. Then, it's an extra $2,000, like, on top of other engines. Like, this one here is... Ooh, now wait a minute. This one's only $325. 240 vacuum. Yeah, it's not going to give me the fuel efficiency to do it. I'm gonna keep the Shiba. It's fine. Then, and with the Shiba's alternator, I bet I don't even need solar panels. Actually, I'm pretty sure I won't even need solar panels. So that'll be good. That'll save me some money there. Let's get a stack decoupler. Then we're gonna want to get a fuel tank that sort of has like an adapter fuel tank, right? An adapter tank, if you will. I'm thinking this one looks pretty good. To there. I'm not sure I need much more than this. Go one more tank, but I don't think I need much more than this. If I take this engine, put a skipper on the bottom of this thing, that gives me enough to do all of the things I want to do, I think. But is there a better engine than the skipper? I bet there is. I bet the Vector is better, but probably not what I want, though. The skipper has a 280 ASL. This engine needs to be high with the ASL, so I want atmospheric ISP to be higher. Mainsail, yes, but it's too big. The Breeze has a terrible ASL. Wildcat's 285, and it has more thrust. So I think that's probably going to be the winner right there. Yep. That's our winner. Can I get away with one tank? Not really. It's cutting it too close. I'm going to go with 2 tanks. It's fine. So that could be our rocket. Just 8 grand. That's all it takes to get this thing where we want it to be. It's going to be a little bit more than 8 grand because I'm going to put some stabilization on it. Let's do Delta Deluxe winglets. We can put like probably 3 of them is good enough. I don't think we need full 4 set here. It's probably good. Or do I want the RV instead? Actually, I think I want this instead. Yeah, I think I want these. The AV R8s. Yeah. Okay, now the hope is, of course, to recover this stage so we get all the money back for it. So even though it's not that much, we're still going to want to make as much as we can from it. So let's get... parachutes down here. Yeah, had a bit of a brain freeze for a second there. It happens all the time, I assure you. Anyone who's watched my channel long enough knows Charlie has frequent brain freezes. It's another way for me to just say that I'm not good. All right, so stage recovery says this is green. Awesome. Do I even need to bother with launch clamps? It'd be pretty embarrassing if it just tipped over and blew up, though, wouldn't it? I'm going to put the launch clamps on it anyway because I think it'll be embarrassing if it blows up. So let's grab the whole rocket. We'll bring it down. And we're going to use some launch clamps on it. So let's grab structural all the way to the bottom. And we grab launch stability system. I could probably get away with 1 clamp, right? Can I get away with 1 clamp? I think I probably can. Like, it's a light rocket, so that should be enough, I think. Probably not. Eh. Is this really going to make it to Minmus? It should. It absolutely should make it to Minmus. Without any problems at all, really. Let's make sure we have an antenna that can do atmosphere, just in case. I don't want to make something silly happen like that. So let's put one of these DP-10s on there, just in case. Okay. This should make it to Minmus. Without much issue, really. So we'll fire this at the same time we fire this. And then this will get decoupled. We'll hopefully save this whole stage. Does this have fuel in it? It does. It doesn't need fuel in it, but I'm going to leave it in there anyway. Yeah, we'll leave it in there anyway. And then we've got the parachutes that will open and deploy. Okay, cool. This is Untitled Craft. I'm going to say hammer time. That's what this is called. It's called hammer time. Save hammer time. And let's just make sure it's not going to like mess up on the launch pad by only having 1 launch clamp. I probably don't have the wood grain tank texture. No, I don't. Oh, that would be good, though. That would be good, though. This is King Robert Baratheon's Warhammer. Wait, you want to recover primary stages without the stage recovery mod? No, I'm going to use... Yeah, you got it, you got it, you got it. I'm a little bit behind in the chat, trying to catch up. Don't get sued. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm pretty sure we have enough delta V to correct our inclination and do all that stuff we need to do too. So, although it doesn't hurt to like get as close as possible, right? It doesn't hurt to do it that way. So how about we make Minmus the target. And then we want to line ourselves up, which is, it's not really lined up yet, but I think we're close-ish. I think we're close-ish. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bother with it. I don't want to wait any longer, so let's go. Up we go! Say bye-bye to Kerbin. Bye-bye, Kerbin. Let's activate my engineer, because I like to have that up, and so everyone can see all the good info. It's such a cheap rocket. Whoa. It's also curving on me a bit more than I'd like. I think the control surfaces here have too much authority. Like, way too much authority. Unfortunately, I can't correct that without... Yeah, they have way too much authority. This thing is not flying very good at all. But I think it'll be okay. We're just going to get it to 0.90 and call it good anyway, so... It'll be fine. It's going to be okay. You just have to believe in yourself. All right. Up we go. Tilt ourselves down a bit more here. Really crank out our speed now. Oh, yeah. Probably slow down just a little bit, I think. Probably. Yeah, probably. That's probably good. So, apoapsis 80,000. We could time accelerate, but I'm just going to take this opportunity to look at the chat instead. I like that. What specs do I have? Are you talking about my PC? All the stuff in the description. It's not the root part. The drone core, or the probe core is the root part on the rocket. Oh, you're not talking to me. I get it. I'm behind in the chat. I'm trying to catch up, I swear. I would have a face cam and have you guys all hang out with me and see me and all that stuff, but first sentence in the description will tell you why. If I know that I'm not going to have a certain part on camera, or if I know that I'm not going to incorporate a certain part of the stream in an episode, then I'll turn the face cam back on and hang out with you guys. But for now, you're basically just witnessing recording, essentially, like live recording for the next KSP episode. So there you go. All right, we want to get the antenna. Oops. Uh-oh. Get this antenna right there. Yep, right there, and activate. Now, I'm thinking I won't need solar panels because of the Shiba's alternator. And that's what I'm hoping. I don't need solar panels. And we can see that the power is actually dying. No, it's going back up. And there it goes. Yep, it's going back up. And we're full. Okay, good. So, I was accurate. What I'm not accurate with is, oh no, my maneuver. Oh no. Yeah. So let's circularize. Let's go. We need to go prograde, please. Hit the gas. We are so far behind this maneuver, it's not even funny. Was not paying attention. This is what I get for watching the chat. This is why we don't do Conquering Kerbal Space Program live, because I would mess up and Kerbals would die. That's why. This is why we don't do it, folks. Okay, I really need to circularize this a little bit smarter because I'm doing really stupid right now. So add maneuver, circularize. That's not at all where I wanted this maneuver, you silly thing. Make it an apoapsis, please. Thank you. Circularize, please. Thank you. Okay. Johnny Rogers says he's finally caught a KSP stream. Hi. Welcome. Okay. Let's go this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Down. Now, we're not going to burn all the fuel in this, because remember, we want to recover this stage. Why are you... Oh, yeah. Because I told you to, that's why. Let's just have the flight computer point to node. How about we do that? That way I can pay more attention to the chat and less attention to whether or not I'm right on the dot. Do you really need a node to circularize? No, but it just makes it easier. Like, it's to the point now where it's really easy to do things in KSP, and... like, if you have automated ways of just clicking one button and having it do it, then, like, I just can't be bothered to be like, okay, I'm going to put it on prograde now, and I'm going to wait for the exact moment, and then we're going to... I don't care. it's so much easier for me to just click one button to circularize than it is for me to take the prograde icon on the maneuver node and drag it out until I don't know. It's just something, all right? It's just something. It doesn't need to be done, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's easy. You're watching a spoiler. Yeah, guys, you kind of are. When is the next Conquering Kerbal Space Program? I can't even speak. To be fair, you did abbreviate it. When is the next CKSP episode coming? That question will have no answer, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I will never answer that question. Because I honestly don't know, but you are witnessing recording for it right now. So that should give you a hope at least that there is progress being made. It just takes forever to do. Space hammers. Yes, so right now we're delivering a whole bunch of space hammers. Oh, I can't access this. I can't actually show you what's inside it. I really hope there's no bug and we actually have the hammers inside it. Otherwise, I'm totally reverting this flight. You have no idea. That will happen immediately. That will definitely happen. Let's time accelerate a little bit here. A little bit closer to the node. And you know what? This is close enough for me. So let's push this up. Oh, damn. See, I went too far, guys. I went too far. I didn't want to go too far, and I went too far. Now we have space junk. I didn't want the space junk, but we did. We circularized the stupid thing, and now this thing's not going back down to Kerbin. We're not going to recover it. This is why we don't do things live, because I make mistakes. It's okay. We're doing things live anyway. Well, might as well just get going to Minmus then. So let's stage this. And now this little guy is going all the way to Minmus with my hammers. So let's get... That's not it. Target's already set, dummy. So what we need is a maneuver on the descending node. Or is this the ascending node? It's the descending node. Descending node, please. And we want to drag this in the ascending direction until we get to 6 degrees. Up, 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 up. 6 degrees. Oop, very close. And we are good. Whoa, that's good, right there. So that's our maneuver. Next. 235 meters per second. Good Lord. It's okay. More than enough to handle that. Stage the engine so we can make sure it fires. And you know what? I'm just going to tell this. I think I'm just going to tell this thing to do it for me. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't want to miss it. I want to look at the chat. I want to interact with you guys. I don't want to worry about missing it. And actually, you know what? We don't even need to record this because honestly, I'm just going to skip to the part in the episode where, like, we're there at Minmus anyway. So whatever. Hi everyone. When the camera disappears, that means I'm recording for the episode. When the camera reappears, it means we're not recording. We can hang out and chill, and we can do fun things. If you're wondering when I'm planning to stop streaming, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's about the time I'm planning it. It's possible we go a little bit after that. It's possible I finish up on what I want to do before that. Not likely. You guys know me. I always run long. But we're not going to go past 6. Absolutely won't. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so you can convert that to whatever you want. But 5:30 p.m. for me is in about 70 minutes or so. So there you go. I love the Real Plumes mod so much. I do too, God. I wish every engine was covered by it, you know? I wish that was a thing. Sending a buttload of hammers to Minmus. That's exactly what we're doing. We're sending hammers to Minmus. I'm going to speed this up so we can get this going. We got an 8-day journey to Minmus once we correct our inclination and get a burn, so. I should stream Trials in Tainted Space. I have never heard of that. Please visit our Discord, drop a link to that game and any other games you'd like to recommend in the Game Suggestions channel. You won't be able to do that until you communicate. Actually, I should probably change that. Game Suggestions. Michael, are you in the chat? Can you do that? You're an admin there. Could you make it so that everybody's allowed to post links and comments and things in the Game Suggestions channel? I feel like if there's somebody who's watching the stream who has an idea and they're not a member of our Discord and they want to join our Discord, I should I shouldn't probably be discouraging that type of thing by making it to where they have to talk to people for like 20 minutes before they can post a link there. So I'm wondering if we can make make it to where everybody is able to post links in the game suggestions channel. It's probably a good idea, I think. The tiny rocket's so cute. I know, it's just enough to get the job done, and that's it. And it doesn't even need solar panels because the Shiba's got an alternator on it. So the Shiba provides enough electricity and energy in its nuclear, like its alternator, basically, to give enough power for the antenna. So it'll never run out of fuel. It will never run out of energy, which is nice. And it's got a purple plume to it, which looks so good. I love the Shiba. It's expensive, so I don't like using it on little rockets like this, but it makes sense in this particular craft's case. It makes sense to use it. Okay. Maneuver's complete. We have a good... we got a good, nice 0-degree node now. So now it's just about getting to Minmus. So let's make a maneuver node for that really quick. If you have any questions about KSP, how to make maneuvers, how to rendezvous, things like that, little easy things that I can just explain really quickly. If you have any of those, leave it in the chat. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm also in a really good mood today. Couldn't tell. Really good mood today. There's our there's our we're rendezvousing. Here we go. See, you got it. Let's pull this back a little bit. Oh, too far. Oh, maybe not. Bring it back. Bring it back. Put the sensitivity down here really quick. Why in the... Making small adjustments here so that I can get this to look good. Oh. You know what? I'm going to go with that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go a little further. I'm going to go right through the center of this thing. I don't care. Go right through the center of it. 910. 9/10. That seems expensive. When do we get there? We get there in 9 days. I feel like that is not as efficient as we could get there. I'd like to get there sooner. So let's delete that maneuver. Refocus on our craft really quick. And I'm going to do this again. How do I land on Jewel? Very carefully. And with about 10,000 delta V left over, with just enough thrust to where you can like hover and float above the surface of Jewel. That's how you land on Jewel. Okay, so this is not the most efficient place to burn. So how about we make the most efficient place to burn? Let's pull this way. Bring our encounter in. I'm going to bring you all the way over here. Yep, like that. Now we're going to get there in 6 days. That's much better. I like the way you thinking, boy. I like the way you die, human. What game's that from? Bring this back. Oh, we're going to get there way quicker now. Get 6 days and 3 hours. I like it. It's a nice express. We're taking the express route. Let's just make sure we shave off a little bit of this thrust. We don't need so much. Get going the right way around the rock. Good. Nice. 6 days, 4 hours. That's when we'll reach it. You know what? I like it. Execute that maneuver, please. Okay. We got our maneuver in the pitch black of darkness, but that's fine. All of our hammers. How to dock in space. Well, the first thing you want to do is rendezvous, right? You know how to rendezvous, right? If you don't know how to rendezvous, you got to learn that before you learn how to dock. What does PISS stand for? Yes. The PISS, or the PISS, yes. The PISS stands for the Pryor Interstellar Space Station. Pryor Interstellar Incorporated is the private space agency for which Conquering Kerbal Space Program is based around. That's the name of my space agency in the game, is Pryor Interstellar Incorporated. And Pryor Interstellar has a space station, so the acronym is PISS. That's why. How do you get into orbit the most efficient way possible? That's not a good question for me. Most efficient way possible. My God. I guess you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. The first would be, what kind of craft are you trying to get to orbit? The second would have to be, are you using Ferrum Aerospace Research or stock aerodynamics? And then that's kind of like, it's really craft dependent, but generally speaking, I like to get up to about 200 or so meters per second and start tilting my head, or tilting the nose of the craft a little bit to the 90 degree, just a little bit to the east. Launching from the equator, or near to, basically. And if your craft is perfectly balanced, then just by nosing your craft a little bit to the right like that, it should turn itself, right? It's called a gravity turn. It should turn itself. I don't employ that very often. Mostly because I don't know. Part of me doesn't trust it. And also a lot of times I have crafts like this where they aren't perfectly aerodynamic. They might be slightly asymmetrical in terms of, their control surfaces. And I might have a little bit here and there differences in terms of the symmetry. So there might be a little bit of torque that I have to offset with flight computer. Or not flight, SAS. So for that reason, a lot of times I don't do gravity turns. But I think the most efficient way possible would probably be the standard gravity turn. Most efficient way possible, I would think. So yeah, if you have a perfectly balanced craft and you launch it up straight up in the air, you get up to about 150, 200 meters per second. Tilt yourself a little bit to the right, just a little bit. Don't do a lot, just a little. Just enough to where the aero forces being applied on the west side of your craft are pushing your nose at a comfortable rate as your craft goes up, so that you're just kind of like tilting yourself down. Gravity is constantly pulling your craft down. The air resistance is constantly pushing your craft back down. Your rocket's pushing yourself up. And so the forces of gravity and that air resistance are going to pull on your craft equally, both the bottom and the top. But if your air resistance, right, you can kind of see my camera, right? That air resistance is coming at your craft this way, and you angle it a little bit. Am I mirrored for you guys? I am. So I'd have to go like this, wouldn't I? It doesn't really matter, right? It's all relative. If you're facing to the east, then it's going to be a different direction anyway, but you get it. Gravity turn is the most efficient. I just don't do it very well. But there you go. So I like this game, but this is what irritates me. You can build rovers and whatnot, but not a hammer. Yeah, so, I can build a hammer. I just have to have a site to build it, right? You have to have a site you have to have a site already established to build something. That's just how the mod works. If I don't already have a stake in the ground, I can't build something that has hammers in it. And I don't have a stake in the ground, because even though I've built a whole bunch of stuff, I didn't keep my stakes. Two of the crafts that I've built in space, the tanks got destroyed because the tanks came down on top of them when they spawned and exploded the stake. But one of them I picked up off the ground, and that was after the container there. I picked it off the ground because it had fallen down, and it didn't look like it was attached to the ground anymore, even though it was registering in the game as being a stake that I could use. And I didn't really realize that. So, okay, let's get this maneuver started here. Quit your yapping, Charlie. We got work to do. Aye, aye, Commander. Understood. Talking to myself here. So the craft is going to turn itself really, really aggressively towards its maneuver node. There we go. 911 meters per second. That's going to leave us with just about 700 left, which is perfect. Exactly what we needed. Let's see. What else you guys got to say here? Space is cool. I agree. Space is cool. Frozen blood for ice cream and fingers for candy. What are you talking about? What is this conversation? I know I'm coming in way late here, but what is this conversation? Let me scroll up really quick here. I should look at the night launch of the Soyuz MS-05. Such a beautiful plume. And you can see the Korolev cross from the ground. That's... I'm going to have to look at that. You've left a link. You left a link without leaving a link, but I understand why. That's good. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that in a text field somewhere. Like so. Ah, there we go. See? I got it up in my another tab now. We're good. I'll watch that after the stream. Okay. Let's get this party started, Little Rocket. Quit dinking around. You're going to Minmus whether you like it or not. He's talking about cannibal. It sounds like he is. Crazy man. You're getting real crazy here. It's all a character. He's not really that crazy, guys. He's not. I say that with about 85% confidence. Nathan Warnicki, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Nico says hi. Hi, Nico. You've already been here. I just never said hi to you, so hi. You're probably saying hi to Nathan. So... I love the community around this channel is so good. God, I love it. If you're not on the Discord yet, link in the description. You should join. It's free. There's a whole bunch of cool people there. We have a lot of fun there. And that is the primary place where I talk about things like, when's the next KSP episode coming out? Well, I talk about things like that sometimes in the Discord channel. I talk about new projects. I talk about new games I'm going to end up playing, new series. It's also where people can get notified on when I'm going live on Twitch. And I experiment a lot on Twitch too. So, you know what? Join the Discord. It's awesome. Nightbot, you're doing a good job. Niels, doing a good job. Nightbot's all over it, man. Nightbot's all over it. See? You got it. Okay. So, that burn should take us to Minmus. And it kind of does. We're right here, 109. Not as close as I'd like to be. We could turn around. I'm going to do it because it's more efficient to turn around. Turn around, face retrograde. And we're going to go just a hair, just a tiny tap on the accelerator here in the reverse direction. Whoa, that's the wrong way. Yeah, misread that. Misread that a little bit too much. Yeah, let's go back. Way too far. Did not want to go that far. Hey, Flutopuns88. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. That was probably pretty loud. But you know what? Subscribers deserve a loud sound. They deserve it. You know what? Going straight through the surface of Minmus sounds so fun. I'm going to leave it just like this. I am. I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to leave it, but I'm going to make a maneuver like right here. And we'll correct it then. We'll kind of go like this. Just kind of come out and just kind of a little bit like this. That's expensive. Actually, we won't do that. We're just going to go retrograde now and fix it. That was actually, that was pretty soft, Charlie. What was soft? What was soft? Oh, the sound? Was it too quiet? Is the game really quiet? Hold on. Let's jack the game up a bit here, because I bet the game is too quiet. Thing is, like, my music volume is so much lower than the game volume. I do that on purpose, because the music is great, but it's repetitive and it's over and over again. And I like the sounds of engines, not necessarily the same music all the time, you know? Let's do this really softly. Oh, that's way better than spending all that Delta V. 22,906 sounds good to me. So we'll have a maneuver here instead. And we'll say circularize. Yay, 175 is what that's going to cost us. And it's slightly inclined, of course, which makes it way easier to get to the base. And it looks like we'll be able to get there in the middle of the daytime. Fantastic. Okay, so go ahead and burn that maneuver when it's ready. And I can just go ahead and speed up time. You can say bye-bye to Kerbin. Bye-bye, Kerbin. Bye-bye. Yeah, if you turn it up, make sure to set the threshold so our ears don't bleed. Yeah, no, you shouldn't have that problem. I have two separate volumes. I've got the game volume, and then I've got the feed, or the input volume for the feed for that game volume. So I could jack the audio for the game all the way up to 100 and be really loud in my ears, but still be really soft for you. So the volume that you guys are getting sent is what I turned up. The game volume itself is still the same volume, but I turned the feed volume up, if that makes sense. Kerbin looks pretty. It looks so good, doesn't it? The mods. If you're interested in the mod list, of course, links are always in the description. At least I hope they are. This is a brainstorming stream, not an episode, but I think it will still be in the description. I hope it will be. So yeah. Looks like I pretty much covered all of the chat here, huh? Not blocking text commands from appearing in chat. I don't really care. I don't think I can do that on YouTube. I know I can do that on Twitch. I don't think I can do that on YouTube. Mod list is there. Thank you. Good stuff. Takes 21 gigs of RAM at the times. Actually, right now it doesn't because I don't have memgraph running. So right now, how much RAM is KSP taking up now? Let's see. I know, it's rare that I'm on top of reading the chat. I know. It's super rare. I'm having that good of a day, guys. My day is that good right now. KSP is currently occupying 15 gigabytes of RAM. 15.2, actually. If I turn memgraph on, it'll start using about 21 to 22. But I have memgraph off because, you know, KSP in general is running pretty well. So I'm good with how it runs. Doing pretty good here. Holy shit, I know. Memgraph eats RAM. It eats RAM because it takes away a lot of the garbage collection by sort of like bringing in and consolidating it into RAM. So you have a lot more information stored in RAM, so you have to collect garbage less. And the more often you stop your garbage collection, the bigger the intervals that you stop the garbage collection, because you can adjust memgraph. You can adjust it to store more RAM or less RAM, and you can tweak the settings in it a little bit. And the way I've got my settings, it's tweaked to where it runs at about 21 to 22 gigabytes of RAM, which is fine. My system has 32. It's fine. I don't care. Crazy Man's talking about ice cream. I have no idea, but I feel like we should give this man some ice cream. Peasant Life, 8 gigabytes. You wouldn't be able to run my mod list with 8 gigabytes. I'm sorry. My mod list is pretty massive. But it's so stable with the new version, aside from some graphical things here and there. Like, I could totally ruin the stability right now if I... let's speed this up a little bit, actually. I want to go faster. I could totally ruin the stability of this if I just hit this button right here, trajectories. I'm too scared to like remove the mod because of what happened last time. I removed mods from a save in career mode. Wasn't good. I don't think trajectories is really that much of a risk, but trajectories also has its moments where it's useful despite the graphical glitches, and I still use it. Like, I'll still use it, I'll get all the glitches, and then I'll reload, but knowing the information that I got from when I had it on, then it's fine. So, yeah. Let's speed this up. Woo! All right. So, we're now in Minmus's... Whoa, hello. Minmus's sphere of influence. Hello, Minmus. We just make it come ever so close to us. We'll just have it creep. Minmus is going to creep up to us a little bit here. Charlie, you have the System 32 virus. You'd better delete it first. Delete it fast. Oh, do I? Is that my System 32 folder? Darn it. Maybe I should like get in my command prompt and like research on how to delete System 32. I know. No ill intentions. I know. I got you. I know Niels isn't trying to hurt me. He knows that I know better. He knows that I know better. Who still uses Windows 7? I wish I did, but because of all the security vulnerabilities with it, I'm not going to. Otherwise, I would. But Windows 10's gotten a lot better. It's not as bad as it was before. It was pretty bad. I'm okay with Windows 10 now. Seems fine. Salmon Calvini. Press Alt F4. I can't imagine. What does that do? Maybe I should save it first, right? Before I do that? And then we can talk for 10 minutes while my game reloads. You got a Mac. Well, I don't have a problem with Macs. But as far as games go, they're just bad. There's no bias in that comment. It's pure objectivity. I was a Mac guy forever. I got my first Mac in 2006. When I started college in 2006, I got my Mac then. A little white MacBook. They had just started putting Intel processors in them. I liked it because we could do boot camp. I had access to Windows if I wanted it, but I primarily just used Mac applications. Having a Mac is the reason why I got into film and video production, and it's probably the reason why I'm making a video right now is because I had a Mac. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing anything like I do today. You know, I graduated from college 2013 and still had a Mac, still purely a Mac user, all the way up till end of 2015, early 2016. That's when I decided, you know what? I've been wanting to do it forever, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to build my own PC. I want to do it. I feel I can get a lot more power out of it because hold on, make sure this burn doesn't fail. Okay, good. Let me set up my next maneuver here. When are we going to cross paths with the base? We've got a few revolutions until we do. We got quite a few revolutions until we do. Yeah, I'll let it go like this while I tell the story, and then we'll speed it up afterwards. Excuse me. So, I told this story last stream. No way. I haven't told my Mac story last stream. No way. Unless you're talking to somebody else. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. So yeah, I had a Retina iMac for a year. Cost a whole bunch. And then I decided to use the money from that and built a PC. So I was a Mac user for quite a while. I know I told the story. I told the story about, like, you know, building my computer and the fact that how much money it cost to do it or whatever, and how I got the money to do that by selling the Mac. I told that story, but people were saying they had a Mac and they kind of had this look in their face, or they kind of had this what do you want to call it? Before their comment. So I thought maybe they were like, oh man, I don't like it. I like Macs. I still do. I still think the MacBook Pro is, I still think, maybe not the current generation MacBook Pro. I'm more old school. I still like, I don't have a DVD drive. I don't want that. But I still want my USB ports, right? I still want my standard USB ports. So the last MacBook Pro, the latest MacBook Pro that had the USB ports, standard USBs, I think that's still the best laptop a person can buy if they want something that's a consistent, stable experience through college or something like that. It's still the best you can buy. But if you're a gamer, honestly, if you're a gamer, I don't know why you're making a laptop your primary rig anyway. Build yourself a PC. Build yourself an actual, real PC. Quit with the nonsense in your laptops. So Hammer Time's coming around. It's right there. And we want it to kind of get closer to here. So I'm going to wait probably, I think it's probably this revolution. We can probably go land this revolution. So we'll do it now. Pretty much every gadget you have is from Apple. Well, I will say this, though. I am adamantly in favor of owning an iPhone over an Android phone. Unless you're just a person that likes to tweak things all the time, then fine. But stability, app offerings, security, it's just better, period. It's not a biased opinion. It just simply is better. Feature-wise, it's totally worse. If you're in for features, then no. But I like a consistent experience. I like one that's more secure. I like stable. I like a consistent experience. That's all I'm going to say. So It's like it's a preference thing. You know, it depends on what's more important to you. As a business owner, as a person who depends on the stability and the reliability, I just can't talk myself into. I can't talk myself into trying to go to an Android ecosystem when I'm already so well established into Apple's ecosystem on a mobile phone. But for PC though, or like for as my daily driver computer though, never owning a Mac again. No way. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and burn here. Let's change our view up a little bit here so we have a more. This is much better. I like this. Not so nauseating. Okay, back to recording. And we'll get this. We're gonna get this thing to be where it needs to be. Where's my indicator for my... Wait a minute. Whoa! Whoa now! Where's the indicator for this? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop this. Off. What happened? This thing is so touchy. Holy shit. What happened to my base? It's not showing my base anymore. Can you show my base, please? What's the button? Is it F4? Yeah, there it is. That's my target right there. Go that way. like, what is this thing doing? No ideas. It's super stable, though. It's rock solid. Right where I tell it to point, that's where it goes. We're just wasting a ton of delta V going towards it now instead of where we could have been. So, okay, we're going to sail past it. Then we'll get down to where we need to be. So, looks like we're going good here. So, let's face surface retrograde, please. Man, oh man. Put this down over here so I can control it easier. Stream is laggy. Oh man. Yeah, I see it. I see it being laggy. I'm sorry, guys. I do. I would love to fix it, but I am recording, and yeah, I really wish it wasn't doing this. My internet's freaking terrible. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this stream being so terrible. I'm gonna come over this way just a tad. I mean, really, we land anywhere, we're fine, because I just need to get the hammers, right? So, like, we can land anywhere, and as long as those Kerbals can go get it, then I'm fine with it, you know? As long as that's the thing. It's fine with me. Go eat McDonald's. Oh, Calvini. Calvini's in Italy. So, naturally, he's going to cook some pasta. Makes total sense. Makes complete sense. All right, we're heading pretty close to where the base is. I would like to get a little bit more this direction. Whoops. There we go. That's better. And we'll just take ourselves down to the base. Should start falling close to down. Like, let's get myself lined up on the horizon here a little bit. About like this. land it like this. This is the most inefficient way to do this, by far. But I'm going to do it anyway. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Except for lose all the Delta V in my craft, which is a real possibility here. Might crash. Might crash. I don't think we're going to crash. I think we're going to be fine, but it was a possibility. Why is this mission not called? I can't pronounce it. That's why it's not called that. I don't know. Make the stream great again. Is it still cutting in and out for you guys? I'd look into it, but you know, I am recording for the episode right now, and I don't want to do that. So. Whew. Okay, we're going pretty much straight down now. We're going to land a little bit of a distance away, but it should be okay. And it looks like we're going to have just enough Delta V to land, which is pretty good. Yeah, we're not going to land quite where I wanted to, but we're pretty close. We're pretty much right on the base, so that's going to be fine. It's a little bit further away, but as long as we can get the hammers, like I said, I'm okay with it. As long as we can get the hammers. Wait a minute, no terrain scatters. Nope, there's totally terrain scatters. They're just not in range for them yet. You can see them. They're there. And now it's starting to load. 2 kilometers away from the base. Come on now. There it goes. Okay. Takes a second to load, but once it loads, it's good. Holy shit, what are you doing? No, you burned way too fast. Oh, no. Yeah, way too fast. My gosh. Okay, well, we might actually crash and burn here. Can we get this under control? No, we're not going to crash and burn. It's Minmus. You can't crash and burn on Minmus. You can't crash and burn on Minmus. It's forbidden. It is. It's like a taboo. You can't do that. But that burned way faster than I thought it was. Like, the acceleration on this thing was way faster than I thought it was going to have. So, we're going to hit hard, but we're not going to explode. Like, the hammers and stuff will totally be fine. I think. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. And touchdown. We're good? We're good? It's gonna stay like this. We need to get it to face up. No, no, no. No. It's so touchy. So touchy. Oh man. The reaction wheel on this is so insanely strong. What is it doing? What is it doing? Oh god, the flight computer can't even control it. There we go. There we go. Up. Can we walk it? Can we walk it to the base? Can I? I think I can. I think I can probably just walk this thing to the base. Let's see. What? What? Uh-oh. Pull it back. There we go. Line it up and go. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. And go. Wah. Front flip. As soon as I lose the antenna, though, then I'm screwed. So let's not do the antenna. You think this is worth my time? I don't think this is worth my time. Man, you know, I think this might be worth my time. Just because it's so fun. Explosions are for science. Oh man, I hit with the antenna, but because Minmus is so, like, so gentle, we're gonna hit hard this time. Could be the end of our fun. Nope. Nope. And whoop. Whoop. There we go. And I don't need a solar panel because the alternator on this engine is providing enough electrical resources to the antenna. But I still use it. You can see it gets used when I push it forward like this. It gets used. But by the time I land again, it's basically replenished. So it's kind of nice. And ready, set, go. Whoa. Whoa. Oh yeah. I could probably could have done another one, I think. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're doing tricks now. We're gonna stall, rotate a little bit, come back down. There we go. Okay, probably don't need to play around like this too much. It's pretty close to the base, but we're in teardown range anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Since we're in teardown range, it doesn't matter, because if I break it down, it will still... It'll still go into the containers and stuff, so it's not a big deal. Shane, EVA, please. What is this? Why does he have a thermal gauge on? What? Why is there a heat meter on him? Is he warm? Hold on. Is he warm? I'm a bit confused on why everything is so hot. Why is everything so hot? Hold on. Hold on. Do I still have drills running? They're not supposed to be. Oh man, do I still have drills? Stop it! Come back to the base. Are there still drills running? This one's running. Shh, stop, stop, stop. Are there any more drills running? No. No. And no. Okay, good. I don't know why he was burning up. It makes no sense. That's the resource load. Yeah, he's freaking... He's got thermals, like, showing for him. That's really bizarre. I don't know. I think your base needs some radiators. Well, that's what we're working on. That's what I'm working on, man. That's why I wanted to get... That's why I need to get the hammers. Right? Freaking radiators should have been installed 6 days ago, but I don't have any hammers. Okay, come over here. Have everybody freaking die on Minmus while the whole base overeats. Alright, grab all the hammers you can. Take them back to base. Put them in that other storage bin. Yep, that's all you can carry. Yep. Just go this way. Back to base. I'm gonna put a stake in the ground and get that unit start to build. Like, get started building that unit. Yes, I can speak English. I can. Get that start to build unit. Very hot we are. Got some Anyone can do a good Yoda impersonation? Now's the time. Now is the time. Now do not go inside any inflatables. And here we go, down and touchdown. Inventory. Okay, this one inventory. Thank you. Now, oh, that's neat. Isn't that neat? That's neat. I like how neat that is. Portable strut. Just drop on the ground right there. Just drop it right there. It's fine. Get a hammer there. Yeah. Looks to me like we're going to need more storage. Let's split this off. Can't split it because the inventory is full. Obviously. We'll take a CCR2 port then. Put a hammer back in. These can stack, right? No. Really? The drills and the wrenches can stack. I wish these could stack too. That sucks. Drop this. Split off one of the wrenches. We'll take one of the wrenches. We're going to take all of these CCR2 ports out as well. And we'll put the CCR2 ports around the outside because that seems to be the only way I can make this work. So let's put these hammers in, take these out, put the hammers in, take these out, etc., etc. I probably brought too many hammers. You know what I'll probably end up doing? Hang on, let's grab this. Oh, it's too far now. Go get it. Go get it. We want to equip this. Let's grab this. Right, of course. Put it over here. Get it closer to us. Now let's attach the CCR2 port. This ought to do it. Like that. Like that. And like that. Okay, take this strut. Put it back in inventory. Where's the other strut? Oh, it's right here. Take the strut, put it away. There we go. Okay. So now we should have enough space, yeah, to manage certain things. So if I split this, there we go. Take this out. Now I should be able to put a stake in the ground. I want the power supply unit right here. This is where I want it to be built. So I'm going to put the stake down right here. Let's equip the mallet, and then we're going to attach the stake to the ground. With the hammer. Okay. So we'll get back into... Now, we're not going to go in an inflatable unit. We're going to go in here. Not the inflatable one. So he should retain his inventory. He should keep it. Alright. So can we build this now? Is this something we can do now? Let's build. How's our power looking? Full electric charge. Good. We got plenty of electric charge. So let's... Yep, there's the stake. Select craft. And we want to build MBP temp. Load that up and get going on it. There we go. And now we'll just kind of zoom ahead a few days here while all this stuff fills up. Getting it built and done. Okay. Let's go ahead and finalize. There it is. Isn't it pretty? Oh, yeah. Problem, though, it decided to spawn itself with the claw on the wrong side. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. Because I think I'm just going to leave it right here. I would like to rotate it a little bit. But I think we could probably just leave it here. I don't know. Let's see what happens. If we get Shane back out. Come on now. There we go. If we get Shane back out, can we influence this at all to rotate? Or am I just kind of stuck with whatever rotation it's got? Are you able to, like, say, for example, push this wheel? I'm going to go with probably no. But it's worth a try. You're just going to go right through the wheel. Okay. So if I was to, for example, let's get rid of the claw. And then if I was to get rid of this wheel, wouldn't that force a rotation of some kind? Physics-wise, it makes sense that that would force some sort of a rotation. There it goes. Yep, it is. It's rotating. Okay, now we'll take this wheel off. This wheel off. That should force it to come back down and rotate around the one wheel. Not sure which direction it'll rotate, though. The wrong direction. Kill it. It's going to go the wrong way. Okay, well, we'll just hook it up the way it is then. It's fine. We'll hook it up the way it is. Hey, Charlie, what frame rate are you getting at the base? The structure like that would melt my PC. If I had to guess, I'd say I'm getting somewhere between 35, maybe around 30 to 35 frames per second right now. I think it's pretty close. Yeah. Maybe closer to 40. This thing isn't going to settle down, is it? It's because of this. I need to grab the stake, because the stake's underneath it. This is the reason why I had to pick up the stake last time. Because with the stake underneath it, it's not going to settle down. There. So now with the stake not being underneath it, it should settle down. If that makes sense. So this CCR2 port needs to be repositioned. And I need to also take the other one. This is why there's two of them. I need to take the other one and put it on this base. So we're just going to take, as soon as the thing settles down, let's equip the wrench instead. Come on now. Inventory. Let's pull this off and stick it here instead. Come on, settle down. Why are you still going around in circles? Come on. Tiny little tap. Tiny little tap. Nope, go back that way. Come on, there we go. Settle down now. No, you're just doing weird physics things now. You should have settled already. Come on. Get down. Get down. Get down. Stay still. This is why I want the really big... This is why I wanted a really wide base. Which is what the permanent one will have, is a really, really wide base. Because then it doesn't do this stupid crap. Let's get this into inventory. I'm going to go to the base module now. If I can... Apparently I can't. There we go. Go to the base module. And we should have nice open space for another port. So we'll just put this port right here and attach it. Probably fine. Okay, then we're going to hook this up. So let's get closer to it. There we go. Link. Bring it over here and link it up to this. Link it up, link it up, link it up, link it up, and linked. Cool. Is it moving the whole base now? No, I don't think so. Okay, hold on. Let's get the solar panels out. And the radiators. There we go. Now we got some heat. We can get some of the heat gone now. And we can get more solar energy. And all that stuff is good now. So that... I wanted this to be closer, but when we get the real one, we'll make sure we position it exactly where we want it. But, yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. That works for me. So... let's, now we need to come over and get the drills going again. So let's come back to the base. What are these drills on? Substrates, minerals, and metallic ore. That's not bad. This one is on exotic minerals, rare metals. I think the metallic ore one needs to be changed. And I think I'm going to change it to... I think I want to go with silicates, actually. I can transform dirt into anything, but I don't have any dirt storage, so... I'm going to need lots of chemicals. So I think... because I need a lot of chemicals... You're already getting metallic ore up here, too. Oh, no, you're not. You're getting substrate here. That's what I want you to do. Okay. So we have minerals already on this drill. Let's have this drill get silicates. Or gypsum. We can do gypsum here, too. What about this one? Water. We don't need water, actually. Well, yeah. We do need water. I was going to say we could use the substrates, but if we don't have to use substrates if we have water directly, so never mind. Yeah, these two are good. We don't need the substrates. So let's go with... I think we'll switch this one to... I think we'll just leave it. I think these ones are fine, I think. Get in the base. Okay, now we should be able to turn the drills on and not have to worry about heat now. So let's start the rare metals drill and the exotic minerals drill. This should be getting rid of the heat pretty well. Should be. Unless it's not close enough in parts. Which it doesn't look like it is, because this is already getting close to its thermal efficiency. It's already approaching 100%, and these are not under any bigger load. So I think these aren't close enough to the parts. So I need to connect this to the parts. I think there's too many parts between the radiators and the drills, and so it's not actually working with it. Yeah. Which is why I wanted them closer so I can hook it up to directly, but I'm going to have to hook it up directly now. So... how are we going to do that? Since it's operating at exactly 500K. Okay, so maybe it is going to work. Maybe it will work. These do have some load. Let's start this up. I'll start all the drills up and see what happens. Start the drills. see about the thermal efficiency of these drills. This is at 500K. It's maxed out at 100%. That's good. Good. We've got not overheating here yet. That's good. Let's start these drills too. How are we doing on electricity? Okay, electric charge is actually being drained. So we probably will need to start these fuel cells up. We don't have any... We do have some fuel, so if I start the fuel cell... No PDUs in range. That's what this is. There's nobody in there, though. Right? Is that how that works? Let's get John to transfer into here. Operational. So this one says no PDUs in range either. No, so these aren't going to work. I don't know why they're not working, but they're not working. John, go back into Pioneer module. Okay, let's stop the recording. Just stop the recording so I can take a look and see like what we have to do to change this up, because we're draining electricity really fast, and that's with the sun up. So like sun down is like, without question not going to work. These are not getting quite as good of sun exposure as they should be, and it's because of this orientation. I need this to rotate. So I think what I should have done is I should have built this with a probe core attached to it so that I could have drove it exactly where I wanted to do it. That's probably what I should have done. So now they're not getting the sun exposure they need to. And so we're getting a lot less. We're having a fuel problem now with all the drills running. We're having an energy crisis with all the drills running. Because these aren't getting direct sunlight. This is supposed to be facing this direction so that it has full 100% sunlight exposure the whole day. And it's not going to get that because it's not... yeah, it's not oriented right. So, how do we fix that? Other than we can't. I might be able to fix it. If we get Shane out... no, before we do that, though... Hang on. Before we do that, let's stop the drills. Yeah, we're using 80 now. If we stop these drills, now we're getting... Still using 80. What? Stop the ore drill. Now we're using 25. Stop metallic ore drill. Now we're gaining power. So now we're gaining power. So we can actually have one drill running and just fine. But that's not good enough for me, obviously. So EVA, Shane. I hit the wrong button. But it's good that I did that, though, because I'm about to disconnect this. So that means we're not going to be we're not going to be energy positive. So I need to stop this anyway. Okay, now we are energy positive. So let's EVA here. Come on. Why you no-turn solar? Well, that's what I gotta try and figure out how to do, is how to turn the solar. So first I'm gonna disconnect it so that it doesn't drag my whole base down while it's doing it. Then I'm gonna put Shane and just have him chill here for a second. Switch back to the base. Oh, why? Why? Why are you doing this weird rotation thing? Let's get back to the base, and I want to get Kit out of the base. So get Kit out. Where is he? Right here. I'm going to try and drive this rover and see if there's a way for me to rotate those panels. If I can push it just right in a certain way, I might be able to rotate it to where the panels are facing the right direction. So let me see if I can do that. Actually, let me go ahead and record this too, because that might be a useful thing that I might want to have. So we'll try and record this part too. So we're gonna take Kit out. We're gonna get rid of the brakes really quick. Pull him back. Really weak on the pull here, Kit. This rover's not meant to go fast, so makes sense. And forward. Just a ever so slight usage of the rocket engine here. Oh, look at the sun. It looks cool. Oh, yeah. Looks great. That's the Astroniki sun flares. My favorite sun flares by far. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Oh, shit. Don't hit the base. Okay. It's okay. Even though it's an inflatable module, we totally did not, like, ruin it. Come on. Why is this thing so slow to respond? Everything is so delayed. Why? Motors enabled on both. Is it the traction control? Because it's kind of lame. It's a lame reason, you know? Go around it like this. So in order to do this, I need the solar panels to be facing... I think what I want to do is I want to turn it... see if I can turn it around this direction. That way I can get closer to the other module too. So if I position myself right about here... If I push here... Can I push you enough to get you to rotate? It doesn't appear like it. Not yet, anyway. Might be able to push this. I can get it to tilt, but I can't get it to rotate like I want. The tilt is cool, but it doesn't quite serve the purpose I'd like it to serve. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Right there. Keep doing that. Oh! I think I might have just reversed all the changes I just made. Yeah, I kind of went the wrong direction. Now it's even worse. Well, no, not really. I mean, I wanted it closer to this module, so rotating it that way makes sense to do that. It just means I have to rotate it further than I would have had to do the other way, but at least I'm not going closer to the habitation module by doing that, so... Pull this. You're tilting all over the place, but you're not rotating. I need you to rotate. Oh, man. I should have put a probe core on this thing. That's something we will definitely know for the next time. That we need to put a probe core on this thing. Come on. You're doing so well. Oh. Stop. Stop. Almost. Almost. And hit it. Get it. Finish it the rest of the way. There we go. There we go. Okay, ease off. Let it fall back down. Don't clip. Ooh. I just need you to be closer. There we go. A little bit further away now. It's not going to rotate. It's no longer tilting back and forth quite as much, but I mean, I made progress. I made progress. It's closer. It's much closer, but it needs to face that way. So I just need to do like one more push, I think, to get it to do that. All right, here we go. Almost. Oh, you were so close, and then you stopped. You silly thing. You were so close. Why did you stop? Get it. I mean, it's much closer than it was before. It's got to probably be somewhere like 70% exposure now instead of 40. But I really need it to go. I really need it to be closer than this. It's going to start rotating this way. If we can nick it just on the edge here. Hopefully it rotates it the rest of the way. Come on, give me a rotate. Let me rotate you. You're so close. Mr. Diaz, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm trying to rotate this module. I don't have any wheels on it, and I have no way to control it, but I'm trying to rotate it so that the solar panels are facing directly at the sun. And it's getting pretty close, but I still need it to go just a little bit more. That was really stupid. Probably just busted my rover because of that stupid mistake. I hit shift instead of control. Hitting shift, not recommended. Oh no, you're gonna go too far, aren't you? Yeah, the whole thing's gonna come tumbling down. Kit! Kit, stop! No! Don't let it fall! Don't let it fall! No! Disaster! Abandon ship. That was the worst shift I've ever hit. Instead of control, I hit shift. No! The whole thing's busted. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, well, that's not good. Not good. Kit, can we get you out of the seat? Can you leave the seat? There we go. Get you out of the seat, buddy. Not your fault. Totally my fault. Obviously, because you're just a Kerbal following instructions. All right. Well, we're going to have to build another one. But you know what? We've learned from our mistakes. And I'm going to have a way to control the thing without having to try and push it around. Because clearly that's not going to work. So let's get Kit back in. Oh, man. Right here. Get back in the base. We're going to need a way to control this thing independently of... Like, we're going to need a probe core, basically, is what I'm saying. So let's get... Can you grab that, please? Thank you. Get in. There you go. I'm so glad I'm recording this. We have to learn from our mistakes. Now, the good news is all is not completely lost because we can break all this stuff down and get most of the material kits back anyway. So, like, I can break all this stuff down. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, we're going to start with the radiators. Let's see how much we actually get back for this. How many material kits are we going to get back for this? I'm going to break down the rover too because we don't need it anymore. Obviously, since it's upside down. We can always build it again too, so it's not a big deal. So we currently have 10,909 on the material kits. 10,909. So let's get... Well, that's stupid. No. We're not doing random explosions because of loads. Load autosave. Where is it? Persistent file. Where are you? I might actually have to get all this back now, which is not fair, but I'm totally not going to lose all my drills, all my wrenches, all my stakes, all my CCR. I'm not going to lose all that stuff just because of some physics load. No, thank you. Persistent load. Absolutely not. Some silly physics load wants to ruin all my plans. You better not. Probably will do it anyway. Want to bet? I bet it will still explode. Oh. Yeah. I bet it's still going to explode. Because the craft is sitting on top of the KIS unit, right? It's like it's leaning up against it. It's not hard enough to make it explode. It's not heavy enough for anything to make it explode like that, but it's still sitting on top of it. So let me go back to the ground base. What happened is physics loaded for a craft, and for some reason on physics load, it exploded. And we call that the Kraken. And the Kraken is... we don't appreciate the Kraken. We know he exists, and we try to beat him all the time, but sometimes he strikes. That's just the way it is in KSP. But the hope is that when the Kraken strikes, we can do something to fight back. You know? That's the hope anyway. So let's see what happens. Unload this time. It's probably going to explode again. It's right here. So all the crafts are loading. And shouldn't be an explosion. But this is going to... Oh, the solar panels didn't die that time. That was a gentler fall that time. Well, the good news is solar panels have a direct view of the sun now. No. Okay, so let's get... Kit can stay there. I don't think that's a problem for Kit to stay there. We have 9,909 in the material kits, right? Yeah, 10,909. So let's grab Shane, which is right here. And I have to do multiple craft loading now. So now we might actually get the Kraken anyway. There it is. Yep, there's your Kraken right there. It just explodes for no reason and just flies off into the air. And now I'm going to have to reload it again because look at all that crap. Like, what causes that to happen? The Kraken. That's what causes that to happen. It's the only thing that can cause that to happen. So let's go back to persistent. Load it again. Use RCS to turn it. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no control surfaces. There's nothing I can do to control that unit. There's no control to the unit. There's no reaction wheels. There's no monopropellant. There is no RCS. If it was that simple, I would just do it, but it's not that simple. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to stop the recording here because there's no point. Good evening in Sweden anyway. Jesper, welcome to the stream. Unless it's Jesper. I don't know how Swedish people say their J's. Isn't it? It's not J. Like it's not a J sound, right? It's something different. Like your last name is it's like isn't a J sound like a ya in Swedish? I guess I don't know that. I thought it was, but I'm, clearly ignorant on such things. It's 5:30 right now. I meant to finish at 6, and I would have if this thing wouldn't have proved itself to not be as useful as it should be by only giving me half of the electric charge it's supposed to give me. Rocket Crazy, welcome to the stream. You are a little late, and by a little I mean you're coming in at the time where I should have already ended it. So, but I really want to get this. I really want to get this settled. So, I really want to get this settled. Diaz, you're way behind, man. Scarlin, you're way behind. You got a mod list link in the description, series link in the description. I've got like 95 episodes into this series already. Mod list is in the description. If I go, yeah, so this is gonna do this, but the thing is, as soon as I load my engineer to go get this thing, the Kraken goes and takes care of it, right? It just completely eliminates it. There we go. Yeah, we got him. Okay, now that I got the engineer, I shouldn't have to transfer. I shouldn't have to move around for different people around, right? Like I should be fine now. As long as I keep the camera on the engineer, the Kraken won't hit me. So let's just do this. Let's just get it done with. This should be the root part. Yeah, it is. So this is the child. This has child parts. So let's disassemble this. We're just going to stand on top of this thing. Disassemble all the fragile stuff. Yeah, we're getting tons of material kits for this, so we should be fine. Yep, get this. Let's get the solar panels, which didn't break this time. Good, you deserve it. You deserve not getting them back. Or not breaking this time. Okay. Let's get this. Batteries. Yep, just keep clicking. Right click, break down, right click, break down, right click, break down. Can only scrap things without child parts. So you must have the CCR2 ports still on you. Yep, right there. And disassemble. There we go. Okay, we got a lot of it back. That's pretty good. Of course, I didn't record that part because my face is on it, but, it doesn't matter. I'll just say that I broke it down. It's not a big deal. We're going to break this thing down, too. But since the Kraken's no longer that big of a threat, I might as well turn the recorder on. And we might as well get Kit out of that vehicle. Since the Kraken's no longer a threat. Can we get this thing flipped over? I'd rather not have to build it again. Leave the seat. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Flip over. Flip over. Ah, you're too heavy. You're too heavy for the Kerbal's RCS. Go, go, go. Push. Yeah, it's not going to happen. We could do it with a rocket. Because there's a rocket on the back of that thing. I'm not really worried about it, though. It's really cheap to rebuild this thing, so I'm not really concerned about it. I'll just rebuild it later. I need to get Kit out of... He's all tangled up in the craft, though. I need to get you out of there. Can we walk instead? Just for a little bit? There we go. All right. Get you back to the ship, into the logistics. Get the fuel out of that thing before we break it down. So I don't lose the fuel. All right. All right. Go back to our engineer, please. No. I need to break that thing down, too. Break it all down. Is that the root part? That's the root part. Okay. I'm alright with that. Engines are worth quite a bit. Yeah, 300. Now I want to get the... Yeah, the tank. I want to get the fuel out of the tank first, so let's go back to the base. And we're going to do planetary logistics. Here we go. Local logistics. I want to take the fuel that's inside Mr. Push and bring it back into the ground base. So let's just rob all the fuel out of that thing. Good. And then we'll go back to our engineer. Break it down. There we go. No problem. So how many material kits do we have left now? Right? How many did we lose? Can we rebuild things, right? Your inventory should have a hammer. Yep, and it has the stake. So how about we do this? Let's go like this. Let's equip the hammer. Let's plop down the stake right here. It's fine. It's a fine spot. Just as fine a spot as any. And then we'll build there. But we're going to want to build the craft after we make one modification to it. A modification that will make this infinitely easier. Should have done a long time ago, really. Okay, so how many material kits do we have now? We've got 15,135, so we lost about 600 material kits in that transaction. No, we lost well over 1,000 because I only have 1,500 because of the rover. And the rover cost, I think, 700 to build, so I think we lost about 600 to 800 material kits on this mistake. So not the best thing in the world to have happen, but we'll fight against it. We can do it. It's fine. We have to work through our mistakes. Are those actual voices with meaningful commentary? I think you're talking about Chatterer. Yeah. It's just the Kerbals talking to each other, you know. They gotta communicate over the radios and stuff, you know. What the heck is Charlie babbling about? I don't even know half the time. Half the time, I don't even know. Okay, so I'm gonna make one modification to. Is it in the? It's in the spaceplane hangar, right? I think so. Julian is here. Bilbo, Pancake Tube says he likes waffles. Or maybe he's asking me if I like waffles. Both of you, welcome to the stream. Julian says that he's a newcomer and he managed to watch it all in 1 week. That's incredible dedication. Thank you so much for that. You made you want to start a KSP modded career. Well, I aim to inspire. I aim to inspire. Spaceplane hangar. I want to get to. I don't need Mr. Push, at least not yet. I need MVP. Is it not in here? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, MVP temp. Okay, we're gonna make a modification to this that's gonna make it infinitely easier to control it. And that is we're gonna add a probe so that we can control it. So the probe, I don't need this. We're gonna add a probe, and I think maybe not a probe. You know, it's easier than a probe. It's just adding a command seat. Way easier than a probe. So let's put a command seat like. Why isn't it not letting me? All right, hold on. Move this unit higher. Move it up. The camera's playing tricks with me here, and I don't like it. There we go. There we go. Can we rotate you? Yeah, like that. Now we've got a command seat. Yep. We can just get Kit onto that, and he'll just move it where we want it. Perfect. Rotate it however we want. We've got 2 of these connector ports. We'll just take them both off and place them where we want them, and everything will be peachy. That will be much better. So we'll save this. And let's go and build that again. Jack Wood, welcome to the stream. He says, I'm watching your Prison Architect Let's Play all tech, all the way through maybe. But I watched the end first to see if Gordon is still alive. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you spoil it? Why would you see it? See, if you watch the very end, then you'll never know if Gordon is still alive, because you just won't know. There's no information at the very end that's going to tell you if he's still alive or not. Charlie, you should probably collect whatevers next to the KSC. Whatevers? You talking about science? Because I've already done all that. That was... What episode was that? 5? 6? I've done all that already. There is some science that I can still get because of the new experiments I've unlocked, but I periodically go through and do that anyway, so. Minmus crew swaps coming in. Or it's not. Oh, you know what this is? This crew swap has now gone all the way around Kerbin once. Oh, no. Are they all tourists now? Shoot. I bet they are. I'm going to check on those guys later. Check on that later. Retard Samurai, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. If you're wondering where my face cam is, or you're not familiar with my live streams, I almost always have a face cam, but I'm also recording for my VOD series during the streams, so I do not have a face cam while recording. I want the focus during my recordings to be on 100% on the game and not on anything else. And so I do not have a face cam when I do that. Jack Wood, if you like my Prison Architect series, make sure you subscribe and, check back often. I've got another one about ready to start. I'm about ready to start another one. Insider info right here. And join the Discord. You get more insider information there, as well as meeting all these wonderful, cool people. Link in the description down below, or just type !Discord, and the bot will give you the link. Hopefully this game loads. It always takes a little bit longer to load when I'm recording. Streaming, not so much, but recording, it takes a little longer. I don't know why. Okay, the stake is in the ground. We should be able to build that thing now. So let's get to Interplanetary launch pads. Or the bot won't work because the bot's no longer in the chat. Is that how that's working? Yeah, the bot is no longer here. Oh, there it goes. I woke it up. By checking, I woke it up. Yeah, there you go. All right, so select craft. And we're going to select the Spaceplane Hangar tab, and we're going to get down to the MBB temp, which should have the command seat in it now, right? Because we just put a command seat on it. It says 22 parts. Didn't it already have 22 parts? You got me worried here, game. Just in case, I'm gonna save it here because I totally added one. I know I did. Before MVP build. I'm pretty sure I just added that command seat. I mean, that's the whole point of going over there. And I saved the changes and everything, so it should totally be there. MVP temp. Load. Here's the requirements. Build. Now, while this is building, this is only going to take an hour. Never mind. I think the crew transfer, right? The people I sent away from the base to transfer back to Kerbin, I'm pretty sure they went all the way around Kerbin once, and I think they're on their way back around now. So, yeah. I should have done something about that. Okay, here's the problem. I'm going to have to speed time forward until it's daylight, because otherwise I won't be able to control that thing. There will not be any power. Broadsword Minmus debris. Okay, there's some debris above me. That's kind of nice. 30-something kilometers above me. Just speed up time really quick here. Wait till the sun comes back out, and then we'll finalize the build. Come on, sun. Come on out. Come on out and say hi. The way the sky's rotating, it's almost like it's going to come out over here. The sun comes out over on this side? Yeah, it has to. It's going to come out over here, right? There it is. We need to come over the hill a little bit. We are disadvantaged. Our daytime is shorter than it would normally be because of being at the foot of this hill. But the biome we have and the resources we have here make it worth it. For sure. Slightly shorter day. Okay, we should have... not seeing the sun. It's there. I'm not sure how we're getting sunlight here, but according to the game, we have direct sunlight here, so okay. So we'll finalize the build now. There it is. It's on its wheels. It's got a command seat. Perfect. So now we can get Kit. I mean, we can get anyone out. We don't need Kit. I could probably just have the engineer do it, since he's the one that's got to be outside anyway. So I think I will. I think I'll just have Shane do it. Shane, come on out. There we go. All right. And right here, board. All right, now that we're in this command seat, we can move this without having to worry about anything else. And what I can also do is extend the solar panels. And I can get this thing rotated exactly the way it's supposed to be, like right now. It's supposed to go up between these two units. Are you not going to rotate? You're kidding me, right? The symmetry on these wheels, is it off or something? What's going on here? Why aren't you rotating? There you go. That's better. Jesus, you move like a whale in shallow water. This is ridiculous. Back it up. Oh, you're tilting so much. There we go. Stop, 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 stop. Whoop! Don't you dare fall. Shane? 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 Quit it. Quit it. Go slowly, Shane. Slowly, Shane. Slowly. This thing is very top heavy. Until I put fuel in here, it's very top heavy. Then it becomes base heavy once I put fuel in there. But for now, it's very top heavy. So just cool it. Okay, good. Yep. Okay, almost. Not there yet. Not there yet. Okay, stop. Now I need to see where the sun is. to know if I'm on the right track here. But I think based on the shadows, this should be pretty much right on the money here. So I'm going to move it a little bit this way and get it to where the radiators are not going to hit anything. Right about there should do it. Let's slam the brakes. Not too hard, but yep, slam the brakes. There we go. Okay, Shane, you can get out of the seat now. Well, hang on. Let's calm it down a bit. Calm down. Yeah, get out of the seat. And we should be able to just break down this thing here, and hopefully it just falls straight. So we'll go 2 parts. We'll go 1, 2, lift up. Come on, frame rates. 3. Close, close, quick, 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 quick. Oh, shit. How in the world does, like, such a small change? Come on, you don't tip over that fast. Come on. Get over here and save it, Shane. Oh, God damn it. Seriously? Why is that tipping like that? There's no reason for it to tip that extreme. No way. That's just stupid physics right there. Like, seriously? That's just stupid physics. I'm really pissed about that. That's just stupid physics. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that result. It's straight up. It's calm. I take 2 wheels away from it, and it just goes like that. Like right now as if something's pushing it? No way. That's just silly. It's just silly. It's just silly. No, I'm not going to accept that. I don't accept that result. That result is ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. Just flat out not going to do it. No. I'm reloading that. That's just stupid. Like, it's completely stable and still. Nothing's happening. It has the brakes on, so the wheels can't even shift and move. And then I remove 2 wheels. The moon has basically no gravity at all. I remove 2 wheels, then immediately a third, and then almost immediately a fourth. Like within the span of 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds, 5 seconds, all 4 wheels are disassembled. But that's enough time for the thing to go completely forward to the point where it's unrecoverable? I don't think so. Not gonna happen. No thanks. Not dealing with that. Try this again. That's just total BS. Sometimes you have to deal with KSP like this. Sometimes you just have to be like, hey KSP, stop being an ass. It's a thing. Load it up. Try it again. Get the thing to be where it should be. When I cut the episode together, we'll just cut out the BS. Because nobody cares about the BS. Let's get the sun. The hell is the sun? I want as much daylight as possible. Having this mountain here really is a disadvantage for this location. But the resources are so good here. Our days are way shorter than they should be. Up comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And hopefully things are going to be all right. Come on now. Show your ugly face. There you go. Okay. So we have direct sunlight. Finalize the build. It's right here. It falls down from a super high height, obviously, because that's what... If I was building something, I would totally be building it in the middle of space, not on the ground or anything. Okay, so let's get the engineer out. Shane. I hurt the sun's feelings. Why? Because I sang to it? How dare you? Alright, Shane. Let's get this done, buddy. Take it slow. Into the command seat. Alright, into the command seat. Nice and slow, buddy. See how the stake's just laying down on the ground? It still counts as a build site, even though it's laying flat on the ground. That's the thing. Let's turn it this way. Okay, we're gonna back it up. Whoop. Easy. Easy. Shane. There we go. Back it up. Nice and slow. We want to line up these solar panels with the sun. So right about here should be good. Based on the shadows. Actually kind of want to turn it just a little bit based on the shadows. About like... About like this. Yep. Settle down. You want action. Explosions on Charlie's stream. I hope there's no explosions. Alright. But if they're inevitable, if you can't avoid them, then so be it. But if it's a Kraken that's doing it, we got some... Okay, so this thing is totally stable, right? It's totally flat. It's not moving. It's not moving. So tell Shane to leave the seat. It's not moving, okay? We can see it. It's not moving. So let's disassemble these wheels. Let's equip the wrench, even though it's not required. And we'll just disassemble the wheels and get the thing to be flat on the ground. So you have to go quickly with this. You gotta go very quickly with this. I wonder if it's less likely to tip if we put fuel in here first. I think I want to try that. Yeah, we reverted twice. The first time we reverted, it had to do with... well, the only time I reverted is the Kraken, like... Every time I revert, it's BS that I'm reverting, basically. Let's take this. What was I gonna do? You got me thinking about the Kraken, and now I can't... Oh, I was gonna put fuel in this thing. So we want to go like this. Christina Westgate, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Local logistics. Let's go MBP temp. That's this. Let's put the fuel and oxidizer in here. If we put a whole bunch of fuel and oxidizer in here, it'll make it bottom heavy. Or make the bottom of it heavier. Less likely to tip over. So we'll just fill up a bunch of fuel in this thing. Should help a lot. Put all of our fuel that we have in the whole base right in that tank. Okay, there we go. So now, let's get rid of that. Switch back to Shane. Actually, let's switch to this. I want to see how much fuel's in here. Yeah, it's basically full. So it's really heavy now, right? It's 14 tons here instead of its dry mass, which was 1 ton. It used to be 1.6 tons, and now the bottom base is 13.5 tons. A lot heavier at the bottom now, which is what we want. We want more weight at the bottom of it, not the top. So let's get started again. I'm going to start at this side, I think. And we're just going to have to go really, really fast. So can I reach this one from here? I can. So I can go 1, 2, 3. But then I have to move over to get the 4th. So here we go. I'm going to go like this. We're going to go like this. And we're going to go boom, boom, boom. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Hit it. Okay. Falls flat. Let it stabilize. Solar panels should have good view of the sun. Looks good. Looks good. Yep. Pretty much spot on. Let's go ahead and take out these. Can I extend them from EVA? It doesn't matter. I don't need them. I don't need them out right now. Okay, let's get rid of the command seat. And then we can get rid of this too. Or do we just leave it? It is a more stable platform for it. It's a really stable platform. It's square, it's wider. Maybe we just leave it. Doesn't really matter if it's here. It's an extra part, but it's like one part. It's not gonna do a ton. But we can remove it if we choose to. And I'm gonna leave it for now. So this looks like it's lined up directly with this already, which is perfect. So let's just bring this around. We're going to take this CCR2 port off of here, throw it in our inventory, then come around to the other side of the base here, where there's already a port here. Never mind. There's already a port here from before. So we'll just take this. It's kind of going to cross in front of, it's going to cross the drill, and I don't really want to deal with that, so let's not have it cross the drill. We'll just reattach it over here instead. Up higher, like right here. Okay. So let's take this, link it. Bring it all the way over. Connect it to this port here. And link it up. There we go. So we got this thing on a base. If nothing else, it raises the solar panels to be just a tad bit higher, which is not a bad thing, so it's fine. All right, let's go back to where you belong, Shane. Get yourself a rest. There we go. Alrighty. So we're gonna get rid of get the radiators out. So we're gonna cool ourselves down. There we go. And our base has adequate supply of power. Sun exposure says it's blocked by terrain right now, which is kind of comical considering this area is lit. Like the solar panels are casting a shadow, and yet they're blocked by the terrain. It makes no sense, but it's okay. Go just a little bit further. Get the sun to be over top of the mountain. Come on. Show your head. Show your face, sun. There you go. What do you got now? Blocked by terrain, it says, okay? Are you still blocked by terrain? There we go. We have a 1.0. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. So full sun exposure, full lights, all that stuff. So now let's run the drills. Start the ore drill, start the metallic drill. See what we get here. We're charging pretty quickly, so let's start the rare metals, the exotic minerals, and the water drill. Still charging. Good. Let's start the minerals, the silicates, and the gypsum. It says minerals full. Wait, what? I'm full of minerals already? Oh man, I am full of minerals. Nice. Wow, that's really nice. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to be full of minerals that quickly. How do I convert the minerals? That's a good question. I actually don't know how to convert the minerals into the chemicals that I need. I need to research on how to... I think I need the orbital assembly base for that, don't I? I think I actually do. I think I need another base module for that. But we're still gaining charge. We're not using electricity. We're actually gaining electricity now. So if I start the ore drill... Yeah, we're still looking good. So we have all the drills running. Minerals are full, gypsum is full, and silicates say there's nothing to harvest. There's no silicates over here? I thought for sure the silicates were there. Maybe they're over here. Where's the silicates? Which one of these drills is on silicates? This one. Let's deploy the drill here. Let's see if there's silicates over here. Start silicates. It says there's nothing to harvest. That's just inaccurate. I thought for sure that there was silicates right here. That's why I stopped here. Yeah, I know I'm over my time. I always go over my time. But my wife's late, so my son's not here yet, so I can be on as long as I want, as long as my son's not here. My time limit is when my son comes home. That's my time limit. Let's zoom in, like as far as we can go. Because I want to see this lack of silicates the game is telling me that we have. Why are you not showing me the resources? What are you doing? Why are you not showing me resources? Minmus, please. Minmus, yes. Resources. Silicates, yeah. This is not the silicates map. Oh, I guess it is. So, but it's not showing me here. So, do I have to do it now? Zoom in again. That's better. There it is. Totally says 9% where we are. 9% silicates where we are, right there. Zoom in. So the base, the location for the base states that we are at 0%, but I know that there's silicates here because that little rover that we were using to investigate this land told me there was silicates here. So the only thing I can think of is that the base's actual location is based on like the first module or something. So like the whole base is considered in this biome even though we're here, which would make, that's just stupid. That's just not true. This is totally in silicates territory. Like this is absolutely in silicates territory. So I should be able to get silicates with this. Let's retract this drill. It says there's nothing to harvest. I think that's bugged. I mean, like there should totally be stuff to harvest here. What happens if if I remove the tube here, right? If I disconnect this tube, let's see what happens then. No, we're not bored. What happens if I disconnect this tube? Come over here. Unlink. Okay, now I want to switch back to the vessel. Okay, so these two bases are completely disconnected now, right? And the biome this is in the Greater Flats. And the Greater Flats biome has silicates. So now, can we get silicates? Silicates full. Yeah, we can get silicates now. So this thing is basing us in a biome essentially based on the first module only. So do I actually need 2 separate bases now? Because that's silly. I should be able to mine this like way more efficiently by just having one person, or by having one base that just happens to be covering 2 biomes. That should be the way it is. But it doesn't seem to be that way because that has silicates. It just doesn't have the storage for it, right? So if I remove this, let's test this out, right? If I test this, if I go to inventory, let's say I want to connect the CCR2 port right here. Okay, then let's come over here and grab another one of these ports because I need another one. So put that right there in my inventory. Bring it back over. Right? Bring it all the way back over here. Now we're going to hook this up to here after we disconnect this one. So we'll disconnect this. So that cuts the supply from there. Then we'll reconnect it over here instead. Now by doing that, we are now connected to the resources where silicates can be stored. And silicates are, this is silicone. Where's the silicates? Right here. Silicate storage is right here and it's empty. So you have the resources now. You have the storage and you're able to pull it. You're actually able to mine silicates now. So you're not telling me right now that there's no resource. And silicates is getting progress. 0.07, 0.08, etc. So now that says this tells me that there absolutely is silicates here because it's pulling silicates out of the ground. Right? So if that's the case, now we take this container and take this tube, right? So let's link this tube back to this tube. So now these 2 bases are connected together now. Okay? They're back to being one base only. Just go ahead and hang out up on top of this, will you? They're back to being a single base now. So these 2 bases are the same. Everything's fine. If we look at the drill, it says we're under good load. We're getting silicates, is what it says. So if I was to start these drills, now it says there's nothing to harvest for metallic ore. Yeah, it's now saying that these guys have nothing to harvest because it's putting the whole base in this biome. So I can't split my base between two biomes like I thought I could, right? That's the whole point of finding this location. Now I'm going to need two separate bases. Crap. I need two separate bases in order to do this. Which means I need two of these tanks. I need to build all this stuff different philosophy, right? I need ore over here, that's fine. But I can't have this one tank storage unit because it's pointless to do this. If I can't pull from two separate biomes with the same base, that's just stupid. Because the biome line, right? The line for the biome, it says the whole base is in the Greater Flats right now, right? See the Greater Flats up here? You probably can't see it, but it says Greater Flats. It also is naming the whole base Minmus Medical Launch, which is this medical unit, which it's basically saying that this is the main base component now, right? It's saying that this is the main base part. So if I go like this, let's say I go like this. We'll let these things keep mining, right? Let them keep going. But if I take this base now, and I disconnect it from here, let's go ahead and disconnect it. Unlink. Okay. We'll reconnect it back over here where it's supposed to be. Right here. Okay. Then I'm going to take and unlink this. So these are two separate bases again. Come over here and unlink this. So there will be three separate bases now, right? Technically, they're three completely separate entities now, once I disconnect this. Okay, three separate bases are now existing. Now, I can come over here, I grab this tube, and make this like the primary starter point, right? So this is the tube. So I link this tube all the way over here to this one. Okay, now there's back to two bases. And then we come over here, take this tube, and we link it to this one. Okay. Go back to the base. And it's now called Minmus Ground Base again, right? It's called Minmus Ground Base again, which is the vessel name for this module, right? This is now the primary module, and all these things are connected to this. It's called Minmus Ground Base again, but it still puts us in the Greater Flats. All right, it still puts us in the Greater Flats. However, even though this is hooked up, everything is the same, it's all hooked up again, even though this thing was just now mining silicon, right? It was just mining this before, right? Now it says 1.27, 1.28. It's still able to mine it, okay. But is this able to get ore now? Nothing to harvest. It says nothing to harvest. Even though it should totally have something to harvest. Because that's that biome. So this is really, this really sucks. What about this one? Can this get metallic ore? Maybe I just need to rethink what resources to get. Actually have two bases, I don't know. Can only be in one biome at a time, I guess. Can this get metallic ore? Nothing to harvest. So now I flat out can't get metallic ore. Like I'm incapable of getting metallic ore now. Despite the fact that I was totally getting it before. Here's the tank. That's 57.87 in there. I was totally getting it before. Now I can't. So what is this? Like, in order to... Like, how does that even work? How am I even going to be able to get every resource on a single base? Because this is one biome, which has a lot of resources. This is another biome completely, which is supposed... And the biome line is, like, right here, by the way. It's, like, right here. So, like, these two modules are supposed to be in a completely separate biome than this main module. And they have different resources that they can access. But because the game is only putting me in one biome at a time, it used to be the lowlands, now it's the Greater Flats for some reason. I can't do it now. Because if I go like this, let's say I disconnect these tubes again. If I disconnect these tubes, unlink, We go back to the base now. So this is the base we're on now. And if I start the ore drill, or start the metallic ore drill, now it says metallic ore full, which means it has the resource, right? It has the resource. And we can see that this module says it's in the lowlands. This module is based in the lowlands, which is how I designed this base to be. One module is in one biome, the rest are in another. This is the only reason why I'm sitting next to this stupid hill. This base is in the Greater Flats. But if I connect these two things together, the whole base can only be in one biome at a time. So it looks like I'm gonna need two bases, which is like really annoying, actually. Kind of really annoying if that's the case. And I think it is, because if I go back to the base now, we are now in the Greater Flats. We are not in the lowlands, which means I cannot get ore. I cannot get metallic ore. I won't be able to make material kits. It only cares where the root part is. Editor Extensions Redux could fix this easily with its in situ reroute tool. Only the Redux on C can. So you're saying that I can reroute the part? If I reroute the part to be back here, then hold on, I can put us back in the lowlands if I just disconnect all the tubes and reconnect them again, right? Isn't that how that works? So hold on, if I take this tube off, don't disassemble, unlink, come over here, disconnect this. Yep, come back over here. Just disconnect all of the modules. Now, how would I manually set the root part, right? It would have to be from where I start the connections, right? So that would make sense to me. So if I start the connection in the lowlands, then it would probably keep the root part, I'm hoping. Okay, so all the bases are disconnected now. They're all separate units. They're not connected they're not hard connected in any way. Which also means that the perks associated with being in a larger base with all the habitation modules are not being applied to all Kerbals. At least not the same way, anyway. Alright, so we take this, and we say we want to link this up to this module. It says we're in the Greater Flats right now. As we're standing here, this Kerbal is currently standing in the Greater Flats. If I move this way, just over the Greater Flats, now I'm in the lowlands, right? So lowlands is right here, and now we're in the Greater Flats. That's the whole point of having the base there. So if I move this Kerbal over here, hook this up, that's not at all what I wanted to do. There we go. Link this together. Let's go back to the base. This is the wrong module, okay? The Greater Flats, Greater Flats, Greater Flats. And this still says it's in the Greater Flats as well. I don't think I can get back to the lowlands now. I don't think I can get the base back into the lowlands. So I'm going to have to disconnect this mining module and then from the rest of the base, right? We're going to have basically have this part be disconnected from all the rest of this. That's the only way I can do it. Why can I not switch to... Can I not switch to Shane again? Thank you. That's gonna have to be the way we do it. We're gonna have to have technically two bases. We've got planetary logistics, so we can always connect resources between one and the other. That's not hard. It's I guess most of it for me is two things. It's the habitation bit, which is going to be a real drag since some of these modules don't have additional like habitation units. But I guess if I ever have to transfer them, are you out of monopropellant? Really? You are. Totally are. Out of monopropellant. Link. Well, I think that's gonna have to be what we do. You'll have to change the vessel types in the vessel rename function. Okay. But having to do that, I still won't be able to get all the resources at the same time, though. Which is like kind of the point, right? Is getting them all at the same time. Go back in the base so you can get your monopropellant back. We'll do that in a second. Grab this. Come on over here. Hop your way over here, buddy. Doing little moon jumps. All right, the whole base is connected again. Now we need to get back inside so that we can... Yeah. Not back inside an inflatable unit. We need to get back inside a regular unit. Or I can just take the can of extra EVA propellant, but I feel like that's kind of wasteful. Still, I don't want to go inside an inflatable unit unless I can drop off my equipment. So, from our understanding, the entire base is counted as being in the biome that the root part is located in. So, this whole base cannot mine from two biomes at once. I will need to have them separated. So, that kind of means that we don't need one big power supply, right? We can have two smaller power supplies. So, maybe I just build another one of these things and have it hooked up to this base. Have one powering this thing, one powering the other thing. And then set all these drills to just metallic ore and ore, and the rest of these can be mined by everything else. We're going to need extra storage tanks. I'm going to need to build another one of these things, but like a little different, you know? Because I can't get all the resources at the same time. It's just not possible to do that anymore, unfortunately. I was hoping it was. I kind of built the entire base under the premise that it was, but the good news is we discovered this on Minmus, right? Like we didn't have to like go all the way to Duna to discover this, right? Can I get into a module that's not inflatable and not lose my wrench? I'd like to do that if I can. What's the bell-shaped part under the giant batteries? It's just a tank. It's an M2 fuel tank. HSPM fuel tank. Next time on Piss Crumps. Next time on the Pryor Interstellar Space Station, which is hovering around Kerbin. Can I get up there? Hold on. Just slide over a little bit. Grab it. And work your way up, buddy. No, you're not going to be able to go over there, so grab this instead, and we'll just go in this module. I hope this isn't counting as inflatable. I have a feeling I'm going to lose my stupid wrench again. Did I lose the wrench? I wish to see. Nope, we still got it. Okay, good. Transfer Shane. Transfer Shane to here. Okay, guys. That's going to do it for this stream. We learned something very important today. One is the Kraken can strike at any moment. Even when things appear calm. The other is that an entire base, no matter how big it is, can only be located in one biome. And the root part, I don't even know what the root part is. It used to be this. This used to be the root part. Now it's not. Because I bet I can break that down now and get rid of that if I want to. I'm going to test that out, actually. I'm going to test that now that I have monopropellant. Just to see if I can break that down now. Because if it was still the root part, I shouldn't be able to touch that. My dog is going to freak out. Awesome. Love it. Can't wait. You guys hear her? It's all over again, man. Usually, though, at this time when she barks, it means that my wife is home. And that means my son is home, which means we're done. Disassemble part? Yes, we've rerouted it, and it works. We can tear it down. So that is what the problem is. Honestly, dog, what is your deal? What is your problem? Huh? So loud? You're so loud. Stop barking, please. My God. I have to deal with this all the time. Every time I record an episode. If you're wondering why I edit them, it's because I have to cut out the barking. Okay. We are going to end things here. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. You can like the stream if you like it. You can dislike it if you don't like it, I suppose. We learned something really important today that's going to impact all of the bases in the future. And if you're not familiar with what the future is, check out the Conquering Kerbal Space Program series on the Hot Tips channel. It's my oldest gaming series, which was started in May 1st of last year. So considerable long time ago. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.